Hello? Is anyone up? I know it's late, but I'd hate to just take a room without paying. Hello? Oh, there you are. Well, first off, I'm sorry about waking you up this late, but I am glad that is a shotgun. If I can ask, why are you pointing it at me? You're kind? What do you mean you're kind? I'm the same kind as you, I think. Well, wait. Actually, I can see your ears now, but that's not really the point, okay? Look, my name's Sam. I'd just like a room to rest in till the storm blows over. I can pay. Well, yeah, I saw the sign outside. Stay out, and all the big red letters, but the weather is ever so slightly horrible. So I really don't want to be caught out there. Are you really going to shoot me just for wanting shelter? I could go back out there, but there's nothing for miles around, and it's cold. It'd be impossible to start a fire out there. I'd freeze or get sick, or both. I know you really don't want me to stay, but I kind of need to. And again, I will pay. Great. Thank you. Can you put the gun down now? Yes, I am carrying weapons. You can see the rifle on my back, and I've got a dagger on my left side here under the coat. Would you like me to take them off, or would you like to come and get them? Alright. I'll place them both at the table here, okay? Now, can you put the gun down? Whew, finally. Now, we can talk about payment. Alright, let me see what's in my pack here. Hey, calm down, okay? You already took all of my weapons, which I do want back before I leave, by the way. These are just my supplies. Now, what kind of thing might you be looking for? No ideas? Like, at all? Well, I guess I'll have to do a little guesswork here. What about this? I found this Swiss Army knife while on my way out of New York. I grabbed one because I heard they were supposed to be very useful and all, but I haven't needed to use it yet, so I doubt I'll miss it. Yeah, I guess I didn't really do a good job of selling it. Well, let's see here. There's not much that I can really part with. Oh, here's something. This is one of the few things that I keep for sentimental reasons. This is a very well-kept copy of Tolkien's own The Hobbit. A classic. I've read this thing so many times. It's not the exact same one I had growing up. I found this one literally in the back of a truck. But it has no tears, no water damage, nothing. How's that sound? Oh, sure, yeah. Take a look. No? Why not? Well, yeah, there's elves and dwarves and stuff. It's really cool. Why is that a deal breaker? You know, that's a good point. In a world where elves and orcs actually exist, this book could lead to a few misconceptions about those people. I never really thought about that before. That kind of bums me out, to be honest with you. This story got me through a lot. Okay, let's move on then. Jeez, you're really twisting my arm here. Guess I'll have to pull out my trump card. Okay, so what I'm about to show you is extremely rare nowadays, so I'd better get, like, breakfast free or something. This is worth way more than just a night at an empty inn. Here is one full gas can, full of, well, gas. And it hasn't degraded yet. I got lucky one day with finding this car that seemed untouched, and I was able to siphon out enough to fill this baby up. With this, you could actually power the lights in here for... Oh, come on, what do you mean you don't want it? Do you have solar panels or something I didn't see because of the storm? Some fancy no gasoline required generator out back? What? You could say that, huh? Okay, alright. I don't need to pry about how you keep the lights on around here, but that does leave us in a predicament. That gas was kind of my get out of jail free card when it comes to trading. I mean, I've literally seen people kill each other to get less than half of what I got here. Other than that, I'm not sure what else I can really offer you to stay here. Oh, okay, yeah. You know what? That's perfect. Information is something I can definitely provide. I mentioned before that I've been living in New York before I started traveling, right? There's tons of people in and out of there all the time. I heard tons of stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty well informed about the big stuff going on around here in the East, but I've also got some news from across the sea. Any preferences on where I start? Sure. Foreign events it is. So, I learned this from a group of refugees that docked in the city about 3 months ago? They were in a real bad way when they got to this side of the pond. Just like our situation right here, I offered them food and shelter for their story. Apparently things are really, really bad out in Europe, but they're the worst in London. They said that the city fell a week before they left, and to expect a whole lot more people coming into shore. Yeah, they said the fake king finally got his wish. He's probably got himself all set up nice and comfy in Buckingham Palace by now. It's kind of a shame, really. Oh, don't get me wrong. The good people of London definitely did not earn any sympathy from me ever since they embraced that whole kill all non-humans policy. I don't know how anyone could draw pride from calling themselves the last true human city when they're actually just racial purists. But here we are. All they were really doing was just reenacting the witch hunts, and I thought we knew better by now, you know?
Sorry to say, but I don't really have much other news from Europe. I heard the most from London because people were always running from that place.
No, I heard from both sides, actually.
I heard from Fae escaping hunter patrols, and from humans who were scared of the Inquisitors.
From the sound of it, London was terrible for everyone. A lot of people probably had to die for the resistance to finally let go of their death grip on the city, human or otherwise.
And honestly, I'm scared to see how the new king's going to be ruling London. I doubt the guy's going to give humans any courtesy considering how many of his own he lost just trying to take the city.
Whoa, that's not what I meant. The killers should absolutely be punished, but there have to be humans who were not involved in the fighting, if not humans who took actions to help the Fae. People who were just trying to live their lives in London. It's those people I feel bad for, because they're in danger now too. All I'm saying is that it seems like the only two things that are changing are who's in charge and who's getting hunted down. But I digress. Is there anything else you want to hear about? Keep in mind that what I know outside of what's happening locally is far less reliable. And less recent, too. I'd also like to continue this over a meal, if it's not too much trouble. Ooh, damn, that smells good. Smelled good and was damn good. Oh my god. Did you make this yourself? Well, actually, of course you did.
So, what else did you want to know about?
Me? I mean, I guess that's fair, but, fair warning, I'm not really super interesting. Okay, so I'm just passing through, really. I mentioned before that I lived in New York, and the truth is I spent more than half my life in that city. I wanted to see what else is out there, you know? I'm hoping to get all the way to the other side of the continent. Yeah, that's right, it's called California. I'm surprised you knew that, considering you're from a whole different world and all. Oh wait, I just realized that it might not be called California now. It could be some elvish name and I wouldn't even know it till I got there. Kinda cool, actually. But anyways, there were a lot of reasons that I couldn't leave the city before the world sort of ended. But now I'm free to... You're seriously mad that I called it the end of the world? No, I didn't call it the end of the world because I'm human. I call it the end of the world because that's what happened. When those gates opened up and magical creatures came pouring through, the world that existed before that moment shriveled up in a corner and died. Millions, if not billions, died, and nearly every last government crumbled in a matter of months. You can't sit here and tell me that there wasn't a world before magical creatures showed up and a different one after magical creatures showed up. You just can't. I never said it was all bad. The world ending was terrible. A lot of people who didn't deserve it got hurt or worse on both sides. But I never said that the world that came after was a mistake. What, did I say something funny? Well, you're looking at me weird. I know it's not exactly a popular take amongst humans to like how things are nowadays, but I do. There's a lot for me to like, actually. No taxes, for one. Global emissions aren't a thing anymore. Do you know how easy it was for me to find a house? I just wandered around, found one that was empty, and it was mine. God, that was nice. What else did I like? Oh, no more working for a soulless company. The work I do is either for myself, by myself, or for people that I know. I get to look who I'm working for in the eye. That matters. To be fair, though, I am pretty biased. A lot of humans lost people they loved to the arrival. They had plans and dreams that needed society to be, functioning for them to achieve. Whereas I wouldn't even be alive if things didn't go the way they did. So there is that to consider. Ooh. Well, the specifics of that story are not really something I talk about with people I just met. I mean, I don't even know your name. That is very obviously a fake name. No, it's okay. You don't have to tell me your name if you don't want to. Just be better prepared the next time someone asks you, you know? Like, maybe pick a fake name ahead of time instead of looking up at the ceiling to think about it first. How about I just call you Tavern Keeper? Well, this is a tavern with a bar and food and rooms, and you keep it. Therefore, Tavern Keeper. Well, I didn't say there isn't room for improvement. The whole stay out sign outside doesn't exactly make guests feel welcome, and neither does the shotgun if I'm being honest. But it was after hours, so I think I can let it slide. Yeah. I think you'll grow into it. The name, I mean. You're already doing a better job with me. Well, you gave me a hot meal, you're pulling stories out of me, and you'll be giving me a bed to sleep in, I hope. And that sounds like a tavern keeper to me, even if you say you don't want to be one. But, speaking of beds, can you point me to where mine is? Because I'm on a tight schedule. Oh, yeah? What's up? No. I never had a reason to hurt a non-human before, so I never have. Yes. If I had no better option, I would hurt a non-human. I would do the same if they were human. I can go if you want me to. I know what I said about the storm. It's just... you got this look in your eye. It's like you're trying to figure out whether or not you're gonna kill me. Would you want me to have lied? I'm not trying to piss you off, and I didn't lie to you. Yes, I said I'm from New York. Yes, I said I'm trying to cross the continent. What's your point? That's what this is about because I'm this far south? I know it's out of the way. I came to Virginia for a different reason. There's a town northeast of here, Hopewell. It's the last place I saw my parents. No, I wasn't trying to reunite with them. I was trying to see if they were dead. Yeah, I didn't like them very much. You satisfied now? Great. Now put the gun down. Amazing. Now would you please show me where I'll be sleeping tonight?
Well, you didn't kill me, but you have thoroughly exhausted me. So I'd like some shut-eye. I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow.
Oh, good morning. A tree fell on your garden during the storm last night. I've been clearing the debris around it, but I'll need your help to roll the trunk off. Ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. Looks like half your crops are ruined. That sucks. But at least the plots themselves are salvageable. No problem. I was just killing time. I still need my weapons so I can be on my way. Speaking of which, I'm still in a hurry, so... meal? Huh. Well, I'd like to eat, but it depends. Are you going to find another excuse to point your shotgun at me? Alright then. You know, it's really the world's loss that you don't have this place open to others. Your cooking is the best I've had in years. No, I really mean it. I worked as a line cook for 3 years, and I never made anything this good. With stuff you grew yourself, too. That's impressive. That being said, though, it's time to go. So if you just hand me my weapons, oh, thanks. I really hope I'm wrong, but I might end up needing this over the next couple days. I think I can tell you what I'm doing if you promise not to threaten me. That's not very convincing. You're gonna have to try a little harder. There we go. See, it's not that hard, right? So, as you know, I want to cross the country, which means I have to cross the mountains here. But I can't take the roads because bandits have set up checkpoints where they either take your life or everything you own. Which means I have to hike my way across, which was already difficult before the arrival, but now there's a whole lot more creatures who would love to know what my face tastes like. The solution? I need a guide. An experienced one who knows the terrain and how to avoid all the things that go bump in the night. Yes, I did find one. The leader of a small human encampment between here and Hopewell promised to lend their best navigator to me. But he only agreed on one condition. He said his son, Terrence, has been kidnapped by a band of orcish raiders somewhere here in these forests. They're holding him ransom in exchange for a ceasefire, but he was not having it, and he can't attack head-on or they'll execute him. He hopes that maybe a lone stranger can get into the camp without risking poor Terrence's life. He wants me to take him home by any means necessary, but I'm not going to hurt anyone if I don't have to. And I have my doubts about the specifics of what's going on here. Something tells me that the kid left on his own. I was asking around town for more details about him and anything they might have noticed on the night he disappeared, and I heard some pretty interesting stuff. Well, they all said he was naive. They said he wanted to make peace with the orcs. And on top of that, nobody even saw him getting kidnapped. So, who's to say he didn't go of his own accord? Then on top of that, I heard a little tidbit that made me think that the encampment's leader was either lying or blind to the truth. Someone mentioned that Terrence had a dog who disappeared at the same time. A big golden retriever that was practically glued to him since birth. And get this, no one heard any barking that night. Exactly. If Terrence was being taken against his will, man's best friend would have had something to say about it. So, I'm gonna see what's what. If Terrence was kidnapped, I'll try to free him. Quietly. If not, I'll talk to him and see why he left. Then I'll see if there's anyone among the orcs who's willing to guide me through the mountains instead. I mean, I'd love to help stop a blood feud, but I'm still one guy. One guy who doesn't even know anyone on either side of this fight. Look, if I can do something, I will. That sound okay to you? Great. So, if you'll excuse me. The garden? Why are you asking about the garden again? I told you why I helped already. I had spare time. It's not that big a deal. Why in the world would I lie to you about that? Why are you so obsessed with this idea that I'm looking for some way to hurt you? Can't you just accept that a human might not have bad intentions? I'm sure whatever happened to you was unfair, horrible, horrific, and the people that did those things to you, whoever they are, deserve punishment of the highest order. But the people who hurt you, who deserve your anger, suspicion, and whatever else, they aren't me. I guess I helped you because I wanted to prove that to you. Not really sure why. Can I say something before I go? I think you should let people in. To your tavern, I mean. Some of them could be dangerous, shitty people, sure. But I'm also sure that you can handle yourself either way. I think you need it. I think you need to give yourself the chance to find something or someone worth caring about. Best of luck to you, Tavern Keeper.